guessing the movie for the winds, how the devil is everyone. Let's spend an hour having fun. Bless you all for joining me, watching my work create debris, clean it all up. I surely could, with my wife nearby, I probably should. The world of Wayne is streaming live, models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken, stand by for laughs and so you don't have to. The little world away is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. I've got two dachshunds who love to bark and a resin cube around a shark. Hello, Christian from Grantham. I hope you love my new anthem. The world away is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic. Let's get frantic.
It wasn't Mia Savino. She was in Mimic. It was Mia Sara from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. But that was a great pun, Lou. Van Dam, they beat me. Hello, everybody. Once again, I'm in a different room, but I've changed camera angles again because, that's what I do. I have a walk around. Look, and I managed to show you this up close. It's all like spaceship with a little man in it and steam and stuff. And I've got my gremlin now. He's holding my remote control, which is cool. But how is everyone? I'm sorry I didn't stream last week. This is what happened. My good friend Lou Dalmaso there and Phil Siegel Spruverse. We had a Zoom call on Tuesday night last week, and I don't know, we were chatting for a couple of hours, weren't we? And my throat was getting sore, so I just put it down to the fact that we'd been chatting for too long. I don't normally chat that often, so when we all get together, normally the voice is the first thing to go. But then I got to bed and I started to feel really bad. I had the sinuses blocking up and everything like that. And then Wednesday, I was like, ugh. And that lasted all the way till Saturday, Sunday, and now I'm just getting over it now. So I still have got a deep voice, as you can hear. But I think Mrs. Wayne's coming down with it now. So she's, I keep spraying Sinex up her nose just to clear her nose up. She hasn't got the sore throat yet. So we'll have to see how she gets on with that. But how the devil is everyone? I have created a new workstation. And it's absolutely brilliant. I'm so happy with it. There are things that are still going to change. The workstation won't. But above the workstation, I've got loads of room still. So I'm going to put a big line of shelves in there, which is going to be underlit. Because the black wall was only just to mask the wires. It wasn't just for any other effect. So I'm going to light that up. And I'm going to put my smaller models on that shelf. Which means the shelf that I normally have behind me, I'm going to probably put the Optimus Prime and some of the bigger models there as well. I have had quite a move around in there. But I installed the light today that was missing. So obviously this is still a work in progress. So now I have got the airbrush and all of that over here as well. You see I've got my airbrush over here. I've got my larger paints down the bottom. And this time when we put this up, we've got the light installed as well, as you will see. That looks so cool. Yeah, very, very happy with that. Nice. I never get bored of pressing that button, I'll tell you. But I always wanted something like a Batcave that I press buttons and walls, like dissolve away and things come out and stuff like that. So I've got my wish. But I've been playing around with it in my mind for ages, and I thought, you know what, just do it. Just do it. If it goes wrong, what you wasted, £70 in timber and wood. But I managed to do it. Tonight I'm on the Sailor Jerry, is it? Sailor Jerry rum? Sailor Jerry rum, because I deserve a rum. We're in the silly season now. I will look at chat, but well done to Stuart Edwards for getting Time Cop. Very well there. We've got a couple of things. First one, you might have seen a trial coming out in France for the Royal Atreides Ornithopter. This is 1.5 meters in length, in width, with that wingspan there. I'm guessing it's going to be metal. I think this is definitely going to be something we see. I'm sure. I mean, I was drunk, but I'm sure we had a conversation about we're going to see this soon. So I don't know when, though. I haven't got a clue. Don't forget when we saw the Batmobile, wasn't that a year between it or 6 months? I can't remember. But Dune's quite big. It's big IP at the moment, so we haven't really got anything apart from the scale model kits for this. But that is ginormous. I don't know what it would do or anything, but not too bad, huh? That's that. And I've got something here called Image, and I'm trying to rack my brains what it is. And what it is, it's Will's workshop. And he's been working on stuff, and obviously, I made the. Was it an error? I don't know. It's the fun. I gave everyone my STL for my head, so obviously it's appearing everywhere. So now I'm driving the Batmobile. Apparently, so I just put a Cal on that. And I think he wants to make me odd job or something in his Will's Workshop's DV5 Agora model build for Telford, which isn't fun. Can you think about it? Like we're almost in October now, and then Telford's the following month. I can't believe how quick things are starting to go now. Now the kids are at school. Um, I did mention it to the members stream last night that I picked up my son from the airport yesterday. And you remember I went into all of that thing about how I haven't got any points for speeding and I managed to do my speed school so I don't get points. Yeah, well, I did something stupid on picking my son up from the airport, so I've got points now. So, if anyone wants to know, nothing drastic, but I went and crossed a white line onto a carriageway. You know, like the little chevron area, because a car was letting me in because it was stationary traffic. I pulled in right next to a police car who pulled me over. Fair enough. I mean, you can't do that. So yeah, I'm a naughty boy. Oh well. So that's how my week's going. All cool. Another thing that I've got, I like showing things off and stuff like that. I'm just looking around here. Now ET's finished. It got me thinking about a time when I came back from Australia in 1978. Now, I can't remember when Superman the movie came out. Was that 80 or was that 79, 78? I've got a funny feeling that was 78 as well. The first film I watched in this country was Superman the movie. And I remember getting trading cards for Superman the movie with bubblegum. And they're absolutely brilliant. I collected all of them, and then you turn them over, and you can create a big picture of Superman flying through Metropolis. You know that it's on the posters, on the video cover as well. But you can make it out of all the cards. Once I did that, then you've seen my black hole ones. I did the black hole, and when you turn that over, you've got the big scene with the ball coming towards the bridge and all that, the meteor. And I love trading cards. But then someone got me into stickers and sticker collections from Panini, and the first ever sticker collection I ever had was ET. And I've managed to get hold of the ET sticker book, which look how good this condition is. Now, this is from eBay, so someone else is here. And I know this is authentic because look, they've even wrote their name and address in here. And the phone number on it has still got 5 digits when back in the 80s, all the phone numbers went to 6, late 80s, all the phone numbers went to 6 digits, not 5. But it's a complete sticker book. Now, these go for stupid money, I'm telling you. But I remember dealing with these. These were so cool. And looking at it now, there's hardly any stickers in this book. You know, you didn't have to collect that many. It's not like these sticker books you get today where you got to collect like 400 stickers. I think you're looking at, I don't know, about 100 total. But it's got that old book smell as well. I love the smell of old times. Old times have got a great smell. I will keep showing it. But I'm so happy to get this. So obviously this is with ET. Now Ian got me the Speak and Spell, so that's with ET at the moment. And now I've got the sticker book as well. I've also got on my shelf the ET behind me. I think he's still there. Yeah, next to Slimer there. And there's the last page. The ET sticker book. Oh, so happy to get that. I've also bought myself another record. I got the Phantom of the Whoa. I hit the table. Got myself the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack on LP now because my daughter's crazy on it, and so much so that she made me print this. So I am now the Phantom with all that. She's going to cosplay the Phantom. Okay, one other thing to do is anyone out there building the Lancaster bomber from Hachette Partworks? If you are, I was going to do the Doctor Who Dalek tomorrow on the channel, but I'm not going to do that now because there's not really a lot to do. So I think I'm going to leave that for a month and I'll do it next month and then bundle everything together. But I have got a package that came from Hachette Partworks, which is the fix for the hinges. Now, they're providing 2 fixes. One is the actual hinge hooks that you know about, but also they're providing fixes for the what do you call them? The undercarriage, the way that undercarriage connects to that section as well. Now, you don't have to use those. It's only if the doors still aren't opening or you're getting some sticking or anything like that. They've replaced some joists which attach the undercarriage in. I'm not going to do that first off. I'm just going to try these hinges first to see how that works. Now, in issue 101, you're going to get these, and I've got the instructions here, and they look just like this. Let me see if I can interact with this. Here we go. So you've got the replacement hinges and you've got these joists and you've got some new screws there as well. And basically it's telling you how to put these joists in if you want to, the whatever, I don't know what they are, these little connectors here for these joists, how to put them in. Then it tells you how to, this one here. Then it tells you how to do the hinges, which we know how to do because we've replaced them twice before. These should work perfectly. And I'm going to find out tomorrow. And then these will be the instructions for putting them back together again. So that's coming in stage 101, but I need to confirm that that's going to happen. So, oh, cool. I missed that. I've just been, I've just been, I've just been. Oh, thank you, Howard. I'm just going to read your comment now because, okay, today we can confuse Wayne. I missed the start because I was watching Hung. Wayne's screw up. I mean, the screw doesn't go in the hole. Is the hole doesn't fit the screw? The hole's too big for the screw, or the screw's too small for the hole. Whatever way you want. Thank you, Howard. I really appreciate that. I guess everyone's got the problem because Jim Strover said that he had that issue as well. So I don't know. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's screwed in from the bottom. I've glued it in. It doesn't really hold much in anyway. So I don't think it's going to matter. But I think it is good to make Fan Home aware because I'm guessing everybody is going to have that issue. Uh, but there you go. Okay, I will try and catch up with chat now. I have got my rum, which I'm just about to top up with some nice, cool Coca-Cola. Not sponsored by Coke. I need to be sponsored by rum and Coke. Bless. Do you remember I told you we had the? You remember I bought? I entered the competition for Kraken, and I got the Kraken brooch. And we were talking about no, it's a pin. It's not a brooch. I actually got it out the drawer the other day. It's actually called the Kraken brooch. So that's why I was calling it brooch. Well, they're doing another competition now where they give bottles of Kraken which have got wetsuits on them. Okay, you can get them from the shops, and they've got like that neoprene material on the bottle of rum with a big Kraken on top of it. Well, they're selling those in the shops, but if you take your picture with one of these Kraken bottles, then and send it to whoever makes Kraken, I can win myself a dry suit made out of that neoprene material with the Kraken logo on it. Now, I haven't been scuba diving in a long time, but I could do a dry suit. Why not? Yeah, just having a Bond moment. Why not? Yeah, as I said, Mia Sara. Mia Savino is Paul Savino's daughter, who was in Mimic and Romeo and Michelle's High School Musical. I know my stuff. I know my stuff. You had to pre-op yesterday, just waiting for a date of the op now. Oh, good. I hope it all goes well, John. A big shout out to John Mortimer. John Mortimer at the moment, yeah, he's always on chat. He's actually in South Africa on safari, and he took a picture for me. Now, I have got a merch on the map, but I haven't had all the assets for that went. So I'm going to try and think of a way that I can actually display that. I've got free merch on the maps to do. So, but thank you, John Mortimer. Enjoy your safari. Be careful of those elephants and dodos or whatever else is out in South Africa. I've always wanted to see the savannah. That's Kenya, isn't it? Going on a Kenya safari. Now, my brother's almost Kenyan. See, my dad was stationed in Kenya when my brother was born, so they lived in Kenya for years. But I suppose it's a lot different now. Yes, Mia Sarah, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, definitely. Hi, Jamesy boy. How's it going, mate? You're shaping up, are you? Not long. I'm going to be in Scotland. I can't wait to get there. I'll tell you, James boy. I'm going to be going through Glasgow on the 29th, but I want to go on the 27th. If I can get some extra days at this place we want to stay, then I'm going to do it. I think I need to be spending time away in the Highlands where there can be only one. First treatment tomorrow of oh god, here's the word, immunotherapy. Oh, okay. I do wish you luck, Craig. Good luck, mate. And don't forget those Ask Screw lyrics. Hello, Christian from Grantham. I have got your thing here, haven't I? I have.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
So wait. Spruverse is just. I'll catch up in that minute. Hello, I didn't know you were in here, Phil. How the devil are you? Just so you know, that workshop build took me pretty much the whole day Monday, and then Tuesday. Didn't really come up with many problems. The only problems I've had is that I can't move things around the desk. That's the only problem with it. Everything has to stay in its place, because if it doesn't, when I press it up, chances are it's going to bang into my camera rig. So I've got to be very careful of that. Very neat idea, but they don't explain that in these James Bond films, do they? You just booked your flights for next year. Holiday time coming soon. Is this for Brazil or? Wait a minute. When you go to Brazil next, haven't you booked your flights already? See, I always book my flights just at the end of December, beginning of January for Wonderfest. I just get a better rate then, and I just find better availability as well. It's like they suddenly think, you know what, we're going to need like 2 extra flights or something, so they just add on a load of new flights. So the flight's always empty when I book them. Pretty cool. I do believe I've got the last Batmobile on the way. I've got a John Wick car came tomorrow, so I am weighing up. I think I might try the Lancaster first to see if it works before putting that up. So I'll probably do John Wick tomorrow now. Um, yeah, but next week I'm going to be doing 3 of the Agora model builds. So I want to get on the Titanic, which I'm going to do that line. I'm going to do the lines, get it over and done with. But I'm not using the decals. I'm going to paint a gold line on it somehow. Now I've got my paint station where my build station is. I'm going to be doing the Apache because I've got 3 packs of that, and I might do 2 Apaches actually. Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to do the what was the third thing? Oh, the Constitution. I need to do Constitution as well because I need to finish box 2. I know a lot of people have been asking about that. It's sort of fallen off the bench, but it's going to be back on the bench next week. 3 more cold Christmases. Oh, it's like an advent calendar for quitting your job now, Jim. The black water, no, because that will make the spider webs even more apparent. But it does hide wires really well, and and black. You wouldn't think of it. You'd think white walls would reflect, coloured light really good. Black walls are brilliant for reflecting light, except for whites, yellows, and reds. Any other colours, no problems at all on a black wall. But I don't really like red. Red's a very angry colour. Plus, it's the colour of Liverpool, and yeah. Although it is an Arsenal colour as well. I like Arsenal. So that was a bit hypocritical anyway. Oh, mate, you're working on the RMS Titanic made by Minicraft. I was wondering if you worked on the same model as I am. I don't think so, no. I only worked on the wooden ship one, which got burnt, and obviously the one that I'm doing with Agora and Hashet at the moment. Any space above the monitors for the Enterprises? I've got space for the Enterprise, you know. I've got a great place for it as well, Bergdis, but I need to finish it. Yeah, that's 3 builds. Honestly, I've got the Millennium Falcon, the DeLorean, and the Enterprise, where I've got all the parts, but I just haven't been building it because there's been so much else to build on the channel. So I really do need to get back on it, and I'm worried now because some people, including myself, with this pack 8 for the Darth Vader, are like waiting for parts for the DeLorean and the Enterprise, and they're going to think that I'm getting special treatment because I've got them now. But no, I had them about 6 months ago. I just didn't build them. I still say it needs to make the transformer sound when it moves. But I could probably do that. I could use the same technique your door thing uses, Lou, when you go into your museum. And he goes, what's he doing? Doesn't it do that? I can't remember. I just remember I was fascinated by it. I remember we just kept walking in there. Yeah, it's amazing. Although that sounded like Airplane 2, innit? You just go to the doors going, shh, to open the doors. Play the theme from Thunderbird's Lord Seeker and the rate. Well, that'd be a cool one. I wanted to use. Does anyone know the O Fortuna from Carmen? What is it from Carmen? What opera is it? You know the one that like I don't know, like the Omen sounding music. I wanted to play that as it coming up, but no, it's copyright, so couldn't use that. When's the next RoboCop video? Again, Pedro, I do have the next pack here, but I'm not doing it because there's not much to do. There's one more pack to go. So what I'll do is I'm just going to finish it off in one session. I'll have a session, which would be nice. You're certainly interested in the ornithopter. I do think you'll get a lot of interest. When I was at the God, Ian, is Ian in here tonight? What was the show that I went to with Colin Furze? Maker Central. When I went to the Maker show, they had 3D printed ornithopters there. There was quite a few. I think there was two, wasn't there, or one at Wonderfest? I can't remember. I don't think there's enough ornithopters in the world. Saw your NEM supplement, found it looked great. Though when you showed the magazine, you couldn't read the magazine. Hope you can fix it. Are you talking about the light reflection on the magazine? That is a big problem. I'm probably going to show the magazine on a different camera, so that'll probably be why. It's only the glossy magazines, to be honest with you. We all can't resist pressing buttons, no. If I can press a button and make something move, I'm pressing it. Although I said to Mrs. Welder Wayne, yeah, Batwayne, I said to Mrs. Welder Wayne, this is she's so impulsive that if she was in a room with explicit instructions to just be good for 10 minutes and not press the red button in the middle of the table, I give her 45 seconds before she's pressed that button. She can't help herself. Steve Adventures, you've gifted a membership. Who have you gifted a membership? James Crow 79, you got a membership. Thank you, Steve. Join the World of Wayne channel. That would be the odd job hat stand. Hi, Anthony. How's it going? Superman came out in 78, so that makes sense why it was the first film I saw in the UK. But I still remember the bubble guard on the bubble gum on the cards. In the day, God, when I first started live stream, I opened one of those black hole cards up on the channel, and it still had one of those sticks of bubble gum in it. And I remember I was eating it on channel, but it couldn't chew. It just like shattered like glass. It was really weird, but it was 35-year-old gum. The things I do on my channel, the things I do to keep all my view, or back then all my 10 viewers glued Huey Louie to the screen. Um, You had a Masters of the Universe sticker book. I never had that one. I can't remember what I had after ET. I think it might have been Short Circuit in 85 or 86, whenever Short Circuit came out. I did have two Short Circuit ones on account that I'd fallen in love with Ali Sheedy by that time and sticking them on. Ali Sheedy's blinking Ali Sheedy. Ali Sheedy's in blinking Telford this weekend. Or was it last weekend? I think it's this weekend. Ali Sheedy, Steve Guttenberg, who else? There's a few of the Short Circuit cast in Telford this weekend, and I'm like, I really want to meet Ali Sheedy. I really want to meet her. And then I thought, you know what? In November, I think in Wales Comic Con, they've got Elizabeth Shue. Elizabeth Shue's going to be there. Now I've met Elizabeth Shue once before, but I was starstruck. So I'd like to meet her now. I can actually talk to people. You did Black Hole NET. I love my sticker things. You had that and completed it. The first sticker book was the A-Team, second team was Transformers. I don't remember an A-Team one. I used to love my sticker books. I was looking at the real Ghostbusters sticker books, and when I was a kid, they go for silly money now. Well, this goes anywhere from £90, I think, up to £250. It's like, oh my God. Hell, how's it going? Now, if you haven't seen Sprue channel, he's built the original escape pod from Star Wars. The ship that if they hadn't escaped, there would be no Star Wars. So it's probably the most iconic ship in the whole of the Star Wars franchise. You got to check it out. It's pretty amazing. I have actually seen that ship in the Film and Sci-Fi Museum. Someone's done the model that Phil did there. Amazing model. Absolutely brilliant. And I believe you are now working on it will come to me because you posted it up. I can't remember. You posted it up. What are you working on now? Tell people what you're working on. I can't remember. Make sure you wash your hands. You don't know where that sticker book's been. Well, probably in a kid's grubby hands, sticking stickers in. Phantom of the Opera, my favourite song, All I Ask of You. Mark, I said, me and Mrs. Welder Wayne had our... See, my nephew is an actor. and my niece is an actress as well, but she's also a lawyer, lawyer. She's actually just got a job now, working for West End Theatres, responsible for staff, HR, and legal. So she's basically mixed her passion and put two together. But my nephew's still singing, and they both sang at our wedding that song. So every time I play it now, Mrs. Wayne bursts into tears. We went to see Phantom of the Opera last month, and she's in the theatre bursting into tears. And I'm like, I hope they're happy tears. It's like, what was I doing marrying that crazy man? He is stealing my husband next summer. It's been so long. I've missed you. How are you? Oh, we've answered that one. Can you do a full model tour video? Be good to see them all on display. You know what? I think we've all got to do that. I think Lou needs to do a. That'd be a great video. If you want a week off, Lou, from building, just do a tour video, taking everyone around every single model. I'll be captivated. It'll probably take about 5 hours, but it'd be a great thing. Music of the Night, sung by Condor Man. He's a really good singer, Michael Crawford. Bless him. Um, it's a total screw up. Yeah, it is. It's where I'm big enough man to accept the blame and not try to chug my responsibilities. I blame Lou for making me buy the blimp model. You know what? I said to Lou that because I knew he was building that Goodyear blimp. Again, if you haven't checked out Lou's video last week where he's doing the Goodyear blimp and he's got the Aztec dummy sort of like lights on the side of it, check it out. But Lou likes Lou likes what airship? Likes an airship. Do you remember the other airship he did? I used to love airship. I used to have an inflatable Goodyear blimp. Used to blow it up and then throw it to people. Ginormous thing. I need a soda stream for the retro room. I used to have one, and they do still. You can still get them from the reclaim shops down here, like the thrift stores. The old ones, though, not the new ones. Got to have the old ones, which were that funny 70s beige color. Everything in the 70s, when you watch it, just seems to be that beige color, like the Spaceballs interior. You need Coca-Cola sponsorship. Would save on expenses. Did you see on my build video there? Let me just go back to it a second. So obviously this is still a work in progress. So now I have got the airbrush and all of that over here. Right there. Did you see the thermal detonators? My son brought back from Florida. One's Sprite, one's Coke. They've still got Sprite and Coke in them, but they let him on a plane with thermal detonators. You'd have to do a stream in that dry suit if you get one. Yeah, that I would. That'd be blooming hot though. Let's take Lou scuba diving. That could be fun. It's Mira, not Mia Savino. Mira Savino. You're right. It is Mira. I keep thinking it's. You know what? For years, Lou, I thought it was William Defoe, not Willem. So, but I can't even pronounce the word ailerons. Good job. I love you two guys. Trust you look after my husband. No, no. Uh-oh. This isn't good. We're dropping frames. Uh, if you're receiving buffering, I don't know why. It's probably because Mrs. Wayne is watching something on Plex at the moment. Mrs. Wayne, turn your show off. No one wants to see your show. I don't know why we're buffering, but we've only lost 2,000 frames. So that's not too many. But there you go. Thank you so much for that, Phil. Thank for allowing Lou to participate in this live stream. Lou participates all the time. He didn't get well. Would you have got time cop if that would have popped up straight away and you were fastest finger first? Would you have got time cop? I didn't think people would get it because unless you look at each individual person in that little still, you wouldn't have seen Jean-Claude Van Damme and Mia Sara. I haven't seen that film in years, As a matter of fact, I don't think I've seen. I think I saw Blood Sport and Kickboxer quite recently. I don't think I've seen any other Jean-Claude Van Damme film for a long time. Perhaps No Retreat, No Surrender. That was his first film, wasn't it? Watch that now. You watch No Retreat, No Surrender now. Oh my God, it's dated. It's really dated. If you haven't seen it, it's about a kid who's bullied. It's just like the Karate Kid story, but rather than trained by Mr. Miyagi, he gets trained by the ghost of Bruce Lee. That's what you need to know. It's got a cheesy breakdancing soundtrack as well. and yeah, and Jean-Claude Van Damme's in it. He plays Ivan the Russian or something. Great film. Uh, well, if you still work on hope to maybe able to meet you, as also as 2 years now, probably will still be. James boy, we're always pretty much now. It's a tradition. If we've done something more than twice, it becomes a tradition, and we've done it 5 times now. So we're always up there for Christmas now, Christmas or New Year, depending on when I've got the kiddies. But my kiddies are now like, Riley's going to be 18 next year. Can you believe that? And Faith's now going to be 16 next year. And talking about 16 and Faith and Riley and stuff, they took me to the cinema on last Saturday. And I went to see the Demon Slayer film. Now, if you don't know Demon Slayer, it's an anime. I don't know. I've watched one, perhaps 2 episodes. So I went into this completely blind. Absolutely brilliant film. Absolutely. And it's one of a trilogy. So it's called Infinity Castle, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, but it's got some other words in there. I can't even pronounce them. It goes on for 2 hours, 40 minutes, but it plays a lot like Into the Spider-Verse. So if you've watched the Spider-Verse movies, you are going to love Demon Slayer. Absolutely brilliant. It does explain the story as well going along. But you have to be 15 to watch it. Can you believe that? So really good. Watch Demon Slayer. You should have come up with some type of camera system that would move the cameras out the way. No. What's going to happen, Will's Workshop, is the cameras that I use for the I can move the cameras, just so you know, on the thing. The cameras that are on the top deck, they get hidden when the deck goes up, and then I've got a camera which folds down onto the bottom deck. So I've got 4 cameras in total. How much to get me to quit playing? You can't afford it. When is the next Millennium Falcon? Yeah, I will get on those Steve's Adventures. I've got that. I've got backlogs. I've even got the Jeff Gordon. I've got 2 packs of that to do as well. You've only just got your second to last. Well, the I've got that, but I haven't done mine yet. I will do it. I think we're fitting the headlights, aren't we? But what I'm trying to do is I want to wait for the last pack to come, and then I want to do Mike Lane's mod for the beacon. I haven't done that yet. I've deliberately left it to I want it to be a bridging video between the penultimate pack and the last pack. So once I've done that penultimate pack, I'll probably do the Mike Lane mods and get those out of the way. Book flights September, October for end of January. I find that's the cheapest time for B8 flights there. All right. I normally try and go Virgin or Delta every year at the moment. They've consistently been the cheaper option for me. Remember the new Avengers, Wayne? It's coming to 4K and Blu-ray, is it? I know that Fantastic Four became digital download today. So if anyone likes the Fantastic Four movie. Did you see my message? I did see your message, Craig. Carmina Burana, that's the one. Carl Orff. Carmina Burana. That's the one. O Fortuna. Everyone knows O Fortuna. Oh, so that's the option. Carmina Burana. Right, okay. Good afternoon, Wayne. When comes on another video of the Seahorse from Roka? Yeah, I need to get on that as well. I'm so bad. Being ill and going away and doing things like that is not right. But it's the silly season coming up, so we're going to be having plenty of time with those cold nights to build models. And you know what? I'm so lazy. I mean, I was debating about this light, getting the light that I've got on that paint desk activated by saying, like Alexa, turn on painting light or something like that, and the light would turn on. But there's a switch right here for the light. And I'm like, how lazy am I that I can't lift my left arm and just press a button? So has it come to that now? So I was like, no. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to just use the switch to turn the light on and off. The sound of one of those groan tunes would be a giggle. What? Wow. I can't even make the noise. Oh Fortune is my son's theme tune, Damien Loki. I love O Fortuna. It's great, but I tell you what, they are really hot on copyright striking that as well. Big time. So yeah, you can't really use O Fortuna in anything. I tried it once. Bet the table rises, you need stingrays. Stand by for action. Anything can happen in the next half hour. You're pressing it as soon as the door shuts. I don't know. I'm trying to think of things to make things interactive, especially in here as well. But because there is a way that I can do it that you can actually type something in and it will control something in here. like a board at the back. The trouble is that you'd have to, I trust you guys implicitly, but someone's going to write something offensive on there. So perhaps that's not a good idea. Perhaps it can only do pictures. No, that would be offensive as well. Oh, us human species, I'm telling you, we can't be trusted with anything, can we? I think it was O Fortuna that was used in Only Fools and Horses when Doughboy's son was born. Jamie's boy, here's an interesting fact for you. It was O Fortuna that was used in Only Fools and Horses, but they got into licensing problems as well. So they had to overwrite it to a different score. So when you watch it back now on DVDs, it's a different song when you see Damien. It's not O Fortuna anymore. See what I mean? Really hot. Should have been dust. Nah, well, it tasted like dust. But yeah, it shattered. It was like chewing cardboard that didn't get moist. When you moist, there's a word that no one likes. Your mate's a New York State trooper. He took me to the emergency CNC bunker. Is that Command and Conquer bunker? What's CNC? Command and Conquer bunker. CNC to me is Command and Conquer. CNC bunker. They have a phone to the White House. I tried picking it up. Ali Sheedy was hot in Short Circuit and the Breakfast Club. Oh, it's the and St Elmo's Fire, obviously, and Made to Order. I mean, I followed Ali Sheedy ever since probably Breakfast Club and St Elmo's Fire. I loved the whole Brat Pack. It was brilliant. But she's an author now. She writes. She writes now. For the table rising, the music from the Moonbase Interceptors rising on the platforms in UFO. You did the Return of the Jedi. I did do Return of the Jedi. Stick around, but that's the first Star Wars one. I don't know if they did one for Empire and the original Star Wars. I wasn't in the country for when that came out. Danny John Jules is down in Plymouth next Sunday. Oh bless! I know that Craig Charles hasn't been well, and Chris Barry hasn't been well either. Bless him. And obviously, we all heard about the Shatner. He had a blood sugar problem, I believe, so he was rushed to hospital. Was it last night? So normally blood sugar and stuff you can just pass off, and that's going to be okay. But you got to remember, William Shatner's in his 90s now, so hopefully he's okay. That build of feel is amazing. The escape pod that is, yeah, no, it is. It's absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Um, Star Fury Mark One. That's right. That's right. The you remember that event, um, Phil, you were talking about on the chat last week? I'm not going to go into too much details, but the event that was run by a company, wasn't it? That's very similar to the name of that model. Because if it is, I actually know the owner of it quite well. Just so you know. You're probably thinking, what's he going on about? It's the rum talking. You saw Christmas decorations and 2026 calendars in stores yesterday. Don't want to think about it. Well, we've got all the Halloween stuff. Our Gates Garden Centre, which I'm always raving about, the Christmas stuff goes up October 5th. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne says I'm allowed to set the tree up around about November time. And it's not because I'm a Christmas fairy, and I just don't like. Yeah. I don't like things to look, especially when the nights are in and everything's dark. I like have lights and sparkles everywhere. I like this. I like all this lights everywhere. And then you're like, so Wayne, why did you paint a black wall then? Hence why I want to add lights everywhere. Linda Carter was your first attraction. Oh, bless. Sporting Comic Con is next month. Sylvester McCoy and Shoppers Aldred, Sophie Aldred, and there is Hattie from Red Dwarf. Wow, you have one of those blimps in the loft, really? Oh my god, gotta love a blimp. You had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle blimp toy. Yeah, that would fall into 80s, wouldn't it? I remember playing actually, it was late 80s, wasn't it? 89. I was in college playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game rather than go to college. So yeah, college didn't work. Actually, education after 15 didn't rub off on me. I just looked around. But us creatives, that tends to happen. I'd rather be doing things rather than just reading about them. I had to do a whole course in retail, about that. About am I an activist or a pragmatist or a theorist, or there was one other one I can't remember. Apparently, I was pragmatist. I just like getting on with it. Or an activist. A pragmatist just wants to know. Well, he'll do it, but not in the real. I don't know. That was a tangent. He should do a Black Friday diorama with that pimp. Yeah, when's Black Friday? That's the day after Thanksgiving. So you got Thanksgiving November. Is it third week in November? Is that Thanksgiving in America? Third Thursday? I can't remember. It's this time of year just seems to go like a blink to me now. I had a tragic blimp accident. You know the rest. Has the next move versus Tony been announced or figured out? No, we have been discussing it, but no, we'll keep our cards close to the chest with that one, I think. Hello, Wayne. How are you? Glad to see you back where you belong, behind the mic. Yes, definitely behind this mic, which is now very close to me because I had to change all my angles around. It does look like something on fire here, doesn't it? I do like my little gremlin there. If anyone's interested in those gremlins, by the way, look, you can get them from here. I've got this Astrobot. That's going to be in the workshop downstairs. But the full range is over here, and they've actually just got a new range coming out of something called stand by. I haven't even got it set up. It's Five Nights at Freddy's, which is a big, big thing for my son. He absolutely loves Five Nights at Freddy's. They got the full range of that. He had me playing the game once, not telling me what the game was about. It reminded me of the first time that I played Resident Evil. There we go. Look, see, John Mortimer, I just mentioned you. I was mentioning you at the start of the stream. Watching you from the Mabula Game Lodge in South Africa. No elephants yet, but we've seen hippos and rhinos. The rhinos look at us in the Jeep. Thought he might charge, but turned away. I used to say, Mrs. Wayne, it's like a pet name. You know, you got pet names. Okay, right? I said that she's my wildebeest. And then I saw what a wildebeest looks like. And she says, oh, you could have said I was like a gazelle or something. But no, I'm a wildebeest. uh, Watch Universal Soldier. It's a trip now. I haven't seen. I don't even know if I've seen. Wait a minute, Universal. Is that with Dolph Lundgren? I think I have seen it, but probably back when it first came out. I love that film. I must be on board by it. I'm still kicking. We have decided on a format for the challenge. This time, the challenge will be chosen on the day. Yes. So we don't know what we're doing. That'll be fun. Maximum Risk was a decent Van Damme. Maximum Risk? I've never heard of that one either. Sudden Death. I remember that one. Van Damme movies. Under Siege. That was Seagal, wasn't it? So no, that wasn't him. Van Damme. Yeah. Steven Seagal, though. God, there's some films I haven't seen in ages. Under Siege. That was Erica Eleniak. She was a little girl from E.T. Look, we've just come full circle. The little girl that Elliot kisses in E.T. That's Erica Eleniak from Baywatch and Under Siege. The girl who bursts out the cake. The Bat Beacon's great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to change. I need to change some of the coding though on it, from what I understand, because I didn't use the Bat Beacon when I put the motherboard in. I did have to change a bit of coding. I've got to change it back, so I have to remember to do that. UPS man just dropped off the newest Dalek pack, so you've got it as well. There isn't much to do, Lou. It's like 4 metal plates and some black bits. That's it. My mistake. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun. Black Eagle was Jean-Claude Van Damme's second film. Ah, right, okay. Never seen it. I swear Mike is actually Batman. He's done the etching, cutting for the diorama panels and didn't even see him. He exists only in shadows. Ah, ah. You like the techno version of O Fortuna from the early 90s? The group, here we go. Apotheosis? Did it? So great? Apotheosis? I think that's right. Any updates on the Star Trek builds? We were talking about that earlier. I've got to get back onto them. I've really got to get back onto them. You're at the point, like, I wanted to do the one that I'm building for my nephew, yeah? The one where I'm doing the singing and dancing thing. But I've got to do all the panels, which is going to be the same thing. Resin, colouring, resin, colouring for every single panel. And I think that'll get boring. I think what I might do is I'll just do all the panels and have them all ready to go, and then do a video perhaps of them all being installed. This is just for the members channel, by the way, and then see what a finished one looks like that's been modded. At the same time as that, I've got to do the slow slog of putting every individual window in for the community one, which is the actual fan home build. You just watched all the Expendable movies. I haven't seen one Expendable movie. No idea. That's the what's his name? Sylvester Stallone ones. I haven't seen any of the Expendable movies. Wayne's new setup is like a Batcave mod. Yep, that's exactly what it needed to be. The thing is, it's all very well having these nice toys, but it's not good if you don't use them. And don't expect that paint area to look that clean all the time because it's not. The whole reason I got that silicone mat was to make a mess. So that is why the table's on top of it. So I'm not making a mess on my modeling table. I'm making a mess underneath it. But it's gave me drive now to finish this blinking Eagle 5 because I want to take the Eagle 5 to this sci-fi model show that we've got coming up in March next year. I would keep talking about this is the one in Bicester. Loads of people coming now. I mean, it's looking like crazy amount of people are coming to this. So it'll be a good start off for a very first sci-fi fantasy based model convention in the UK. But looking forward to coming, definitely. I'm going to have my own table. I'm probably going to be bringing my 2001 space station, my Gremlin. Um, you won't see the Orca. I don't think Orca's fantasy, is it? The Jaws and stuff. Fantasy and sci-fi. I mean, at Wonderfest they had an Orca, but did it really fit into that genre? Lou, you're the definitive choice on that. Do you think the Orca was it out of place at Wonderfest? You know the one with the shark on there? Don't know. And the big shark. If it isn't, then I'll take it. Oh wow, Ian. I will see you on Sunday, Ian. We're off to Silverstone on Sunday to the museum. If anyone's in Silverstone area and you want to say hi, we're going to be in Silverstone from about 11 o'clock. He's gifted some subs. Paul Tackett. Hey, hi, Paul. Hopefully you're watching. How's it in Louisville? Edward Rem, Dow Mac 3D, Ali Kusanagi, and Tacoma Discovery. Welcome to the members channel. And Edward Rem. I think I missed Edward Rem as well. Oh, my chat just went weird. Stand by. Stand by. Um, Command and Control. Command and Conquer. I was way off. Oh, Fortuna. Is that Big Fortuna's sister? Oh, we Jabberwonka. um, I'll tell you what though, my son he showed me images, videos and pictures that he took from because he's just got back from Disney World, Florida, of Galaxy's Edge and all the Disney things. Now, last time I was at Disney, any Disney park was 2007. I need to go back to Disney, so I'm said to Mrs. Wardaway to take you to Disney. That is my goal is to go back to Disney and see what's there. Did you watch No Retreat, No Surrender 2 with there's a name I haven't heard for ages, Cynthia Rothrock. Now, Cynthia Rothrock, she was in a martial arts film with Chad McQueen called, was it Martial Law? Lou, help me here. Was it Martial Law? I can't remember. Chad McQueen and Cynthia Rothrock were in a karate film together. I used to love the old Cynthia Rothrock films as well. All of that era. Who's off to Telford Scale Models World? Me. I'm going to be there. I'm off to Telford with someone. Can't remember who, Ian. Yeah, Ian's going to finally be wearing an orange shirt, I'm guessing, at Telford. 1st of December. What? That's when I'm allowed to set the tree up. That's not... What sort of... We had a whole discussion on this. You just dashed my hopes. Oh, thank you for that. I really like my workstation, so much so that I just sit there looking at it, which defeats the whole object. I need to use it. You will find, just when I built the workshop, you will find that things just don't work. Like that camera, I love the camera angle, but it's not good for reading the magazines, as someone mentioned, because it's got the glare of the light. Rather than move the light, I could move the lights. That's easy. I'll move the lights. I'll move the lights. There we go. That just solved that problem. Thank you for that. Don't know how I'll move the lights yet, but I will. Yes, must meet up for the Xmas decorations from the 5th of October, Ian. I avoid Christmas until December 1st. And then you're like Puxatawny Phil and you come out and then go back if you see your shadow. Your diabetes is all over the place at the moment. That's not good. So undergoing loads of tests. That's not good. When you get it under control, you feel better in yourself because Esther's mum's got, we've got quite a few people in the family who have diabetes and they're on treatments for it. But when it's out of control, God, yeah, bit of a nightmare. You're starting to build my Lemax Village, hoping to finish by end of October for Switch on by November. Going to be a stretch. Well, you definitely, Anthony, need to take pictures. I love those Lemax villages. They're absolutely brilliant. Thank you, Dave Westbury. I really appreciate that. Uh, I have read a few times to ensure you're not cracking a dad joke. Something's going on with my chat again. My scroll wheel doesn't work. That's why I keep moaning about it. It suddenly just stops working for some reason. Just thinking, now I've done the panels for the diorama, when it's all done and after Telford, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Wonder if anyone you want will want it, although I'll keep the DB5. It'd be a good diorama. It's space though, isn't it? I've had to make a dedicated space in the workshop now for this Lancaster because the wingspan is pretty much the size. Well, actually, thinking about it, that ornithopter, 1.5 meters is blinking big. 1.5 meters. Where are you going to put that? That's way bigger than the space station that is almost finished. I've got the space station here as well. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna wait till I've got the very last pack. Dude, never call your wife anything that has beast in the name. Wildy beast. Yeah, but it depends. You know, it depends how you say the word beast. Oh, you beast. Or, you're a beast. Ah. Okay, I'll just call her a gazelle next time. Oh, you lovable aardvark, you. Oh, Altea is selling the Ecto 1 now in France. Really? No way. I thought they didn't have the license for that anymore. Wow. Will we see the Ecto 1 coming back? Um, I think Auto Cucumber is working overtime. Oh, thank you, Dave Westbury. Is that a repeat of the last one? Oh my god, Expendables are great. Wow, you've seen Expendables. How have you seen Expendables and I haven't? That's weird. I suppose that was before me, BC or BW, before Wayne. You're still waiting for the pinging screw that's supposed to land in the paint tray. Yeah, because you know what? It works, Howard. I know it works because I dropped my screwdriver and it rolled off the desk and I heard a ka-ching. And I was like, I know where that is. And I looked over the side and it was in my paint tray. Brilliant it is. So basically, if anything falls off my desk, it'll go on the top floor of the paint tray. And all I do is next time I raise the table up, I've got this little collection of things that have fallen off. So, and because the table goes to the wall, the only place I'm going to lose things now is either into that tray or this way. So it sort of narrows down where I'm looking for things if I lose things now. That was an unintended thing that happened that I'm happy about, which is cool. Um, is that number 3? Or do I just keep highlighting the same thing? I told you exhibiting was addictive. It is, but there's going to be a slight challenge. Oh, thank you, Steve. That's appreciated. I take it you're definitely going to Wonderfest next year, aren't you? You got the bug now. After twice, it's a tradition, so you have to come. Um, you're saying about exhibiting. It is addictive, but the challenge for this one is, from what I understand, this country it's going to be held in a country club. This big model show, but from what I understand, it's on the first floor. Now they've got ginormous lifts apparently, so we can bring our stuffs into the lift to get stuff out. But the guy who's organising it just wanted to let everyone know that they will have to bring, especially traders that are bringing in great big trolleys, they will have to use a lift. But apparently the lift is big enough, so it's not going to be an issue. Hello from the beach. You on holiday? Beach house on Hilton Head Island. Hilton Head Island means nothing to me. Where's that? Hilton Head Island. You're in South Carolina? Is that where Hilton Head Island, South Carolina? Is a nice lighthouse there. Wow. Well, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. My son said that the weather over in Florida and that way is really nice at the moment. So Jaws is a tough call. The hard edge would say no, it's just a drama, but the unusual size of the shark nudges it into fantasy. It's a good point. I don't know. It depends if I've got room. I want to bring more spacey sort of models and like monsters, I think. I think that would go down better for a first model show. Um, but Mrs. Rhoda Wayne, she already had all the stuff for displaying, the tablecloths that stretch over and stuff. So I used that last time. I'm gonna borrow that again. Chances are I'll put my models there though, and I go around chatting with everyone. I'm just terrible for that. I talk to everybody. More dashing of Wayne. Yeah, we've had a lot of this tonight. I do love that. On the Hobby Time Modeler stream, they've got that, and they've got it's doing the flash stream. Dashed. Ah. It's the age. It definitely is. It's the age why I got a blimmin' 3 points on my license for. You know what? The thing is, when I did it, I know I was doing wrong, but I still did it. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I'll tell you what it was. I was more interested in this filter lane. I thought I was in the wrong filter lane and I didn't want to go south on the M25 because that would be a bad time. So I wanted to ensure that I got into the right lane. And by doing so, I went and crossed a line I shouldn't have crossed. So, ugh, I'm still beating myself up about it. How's your Japanese going? It's going all right at the moment, but I haven't done it for a while. So it's good. It's good on that effect because what you tend to find is if I have a break from something, what I tend to do is I'll go back like 20 lessons and I'll do it all again. And that repetition really does knock it in there. So I still remember the Konbanwa and Ohio and Watashi wa Kaishain des and all of that sort of thing. And I know the numbers. Ichi Nana. I can't remember the time. That was the last lesson I learned. I don't know. We'll see how fluent I am when I'm in Wonderfest next year. Uh, martial law. It was no, it wasn't China O'Brien. Who's China O'Brien? China O'Brien? Was that martial law? Martial law. It was martial law with, and that had Chad McQueen in it as well, didn't it? Because Chad McQueen, after the Karate Kid, he did another karate film, which was that one, I believe. But then he retired from acting, from what I understand, and become a race driver. And I mean, unfortunately, we lost Chad McQueen this year, didn't we? But he had a really bad accident, from what I understand as well, that I don't think he really fully recovered from. If Jaws was a juvenile megalodon, the orca would be sci-fi. Ah, that's true. That's true. Me and the missus watched Jaws 3 last week. She hadn't seen Jaws 3 before. Oh my God. That was bad. So we've got Jaws 4 to watch. We still haven't got around to doing that. We're going to be watching Jaws 4 because I've never ever seen Jaws 4. With the ornithopter, I'm betting you can fold the wings back so you'll be able to control the width. Yeah, I think you can. I think they actually advertise it with the wings folded back. See, still got the cough. That ISS space station is big. I have held off building it more. It is big. I'm going to hang it from here, but it's only got like 2 years of serviceable life now or something, hasn't it? 3 years? I don't know. Not long. Not long. All being well, I should be at Telford with the Sutton Spartans. If you're there, come and. I will do, Phil. I'll be wearing my big World of Wayne logo T-shirt or something. Actually, YouTube are brilliant. YouTube, as a thank you, have sent me a coat. So I've got a YouTube coat now with World of Wayne, just for being nice. I've helped them out with a couple of task researches, um, and they sent me a pin as well, a YouTube pin, which was really nice of them. Todd and Rebecca are here with us now. No way! Wow, party time! You try to stay sober. Narrows down where I need to search. Oh no, it doesn't hold my beer, says the carpet monster. Well, no, I've hoovered the carpet, so anything on the carpet shouldn't be there that is there now. The amount of dead spiders I found. I can deal with dead spiders. I can't deal with live ones. Anything that moves. No. Why would you need an elevator if the room is on the first floor? Oh, don't start this again. In the UK, the floor you're on is the ground floor because it's on the ground. The first floor is always the next level up. So it's on the first floor. You're on the ground floor, and if it goes below the ground floor, you're in the basement. So you've got basement, ground, first floor. So in Wonderfest, I was on the first floor. So there's me going to the lift, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, this is the ground floor. And I was getting confused, and it just wound me up. So in America, if they're saying first floor, they mean ground floor, just for you folks in the UK. Um, I need the dashed asset on Tuesday. Thanks, Howard. Oh, I can send it to you, Wills. That's not a problem. Wills Workshop. Wayne, give Pitstone a hard time. He's in a $10 billion house and complaining about a broken ice maker. Oh, yeah, that first floor thing. God, that started some arguments. That started some arguments. I'll check that out, Ian. I'll check that out after the screen. Lou, we have ground floors here in the UK. The first one is one up. There you go. He is winding me. He is winding me up because he knows I was blinking. I was blinking when we were having this discussion at Wonderfest this year. I'm like, but I'm not on the first floor. I'm on the ground floor. Don't do it. Jaws 4 is terrible. Yeah, but the whole thing is See, I want to try a science experiment, Jim. Yeah, if I go into the film knowing it's going to be terrible, then I'm hoping it might make my expectations better. If it is, which is weird here in the USA. Oh, I froze up. Yeah, I do. I do freeze up now and again. I have lost some frames tonight. 4,334. I don't know why that is. No idea. Post on your Facebook thing, Darth Vader. Wasn't sure how to reshare my Lemex Village Part 1. You can do it on the community tab, Anthony. So if it's on the community tab, I'll be able to see it there, which is all cool. But tell Todd to come to the pool. Todd, come to the pool. Anyway, listen, it's now 9 o'clock. Thank you for joining me tonight. As I said, there will still be more some changes down in the workshop. And tomorrow, I think I am going to do the John Wick car. I think we'll do John Wick tomorrow. And then I am going to work on that Lancaster fix to see if it actually works. Hopefully it will, and that will solve a lot of problems. But thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you, everyone who's donated to the channel tonight and supported the channel as well. That's really, really appreciated. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. See you later.